So, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming and great you're all here. I'm really excited to have so many people sitting in here, and I think there will be many more coming. I mean, we have registrations for tomorrow for around 400 people. So let's see how many will show up, because it will be really full in here if all of them come. Thank you for coming. We took the event of the 40th anniversary of laser animation as reason for doing this 3-day event of different things. We did training courses, training workshops yesterday. Today is all about innovation, new products, but also some historic things, some history about Laserworld, the Laserworld Group, and the different brands that are in the Laserworld Group. So it will be quite exciting today. And tomorrow there is the celebration day, the big celebration day with laser animation, 40 years anniversary. And that will also be very exciting. We will see some presentation of Michael Sollinger himself here on stage, showing part of the history, of his history, but also of the company history, because that is all joined. So he is the history of the company. And that is quite interesting, because he has so much to tell and so many historic artifacts also from his business life in our industry. So it's all about the important players in the industry. It sounds a bit bold probably, but actually it is, because we experienced lots of transformations in the past years in the laser show industry. And yeah, pretty much all of you, or most of you, have been part of that transformation. And you are the industry, actually. I'm glad that you are all here, because you are the important players in the industry. And I mean, as I said, there is people from the most important companies, from pretty much all important companies in the world with us already, or probably later. At least tomorrow, everybody is there. And we're honored, actually, that you all found your way here to Berlin, because this is not something that is, basically nobody else in the industry has managed to do that. No association, no other company yet. So it's a first. But this kind of event is also a first for us, because we have never done something like that before. So please bear with us if not everything is perfect. We try our best, but we're not a production company. You will learn that in a bit, that we don't do productions at all. So yeah, I think it worked out quite well. At least there is food and drinks and everybody can sit and it's somewhat warm. That's the basic that we can provide, actually. Let's dive into the presentation I have for you. The first one today is evolution of the Laserworld Group. I think not everybody knows too much about the history, because at the beginning, Laserworld, as the core company, was really, really small. And many in the industry actually ridiculed us. And it was like, oh, the little boys coming there with the lasers. And actually, that was the case. It was the little boys that came with the lasers. But yeah, we'll see. Currently, the Laserworld Group, as we understand ourselves, we are a manufacturing company, distribution and service company in the show laser and laser show industry, because that needs to be kind of differentiated nowadays. And we're a world leader in the field of manufacturing and distribution of show laser light systems. You probably followed the recent developments in the market, also with the participants, that the players in the market, the companies in the market, and things have changed. Some companies have left the industry, some actually joined other companies, and this is something that built due to external influences, but also due to the industry that transformed itself. The Laserworld Group is a global group. We grew over the years, we rapidly grew over the years, and now have locations, subsidiaries, own people, own staff in different locations in different countries. So our headquarters is in Langwil in Switzerland. This is at the beautiful Lake Constance. So we have a very nice view over Lake Constance, and Germany's on the other side actually. So we can look towards Germany from the office. This is, by the way, our head office building. We have in Valais in Munich, we have a production facility and our main logistics hub. So we send our products from there because it's more convenient to do that from the European Union instead of from Switzerland. In Berlin, here in Berlin, we have Laser Animation Solinger as high-end manufacturing location. Lots of development happening here, the high-end production. In Herne, we have historically TAM Laser Technologies in Herne. In Barcelona, we have optics development with a very sophisticated optic development department, and Jordi actually running that division there, and you will get to know him later probably, or at least parts of his work, because we have lots to reveal here. In Buenos Aires, in Argentina, we now have also a colleague of ours dealing with the South American market, which is a growing market for us. In Manchester, there is the core team of the sales management for the international sales. And in Lublin in Poland, we have that Eastern European market covered. There is more locations around the world that belong to the Laserworld Group. I can't name all of them because there is also companies around that are part of the Laserworld Group that we don't publicly announce for strategic reasons. But it is a global network actually. Laser manufacturing is our core business, so it's all about the product. We do consumer show laser products we design and develop in Switzerland with pre-sales quality control in Germany. The high-end production lines are in Germany, LAS, Laser Animation Solinger here in Berlin, RTI, which also belongs to Laser Animation Solinger, is in Valais near Munich. There's basically another location of Laser Animation and Tom. We have own product development departments in Switzerland, Germany, and Barcelona, depending on the different product levels that we're dealing with. Most of you probably only deal with a small part of our product range, but there is like a big portfolio of different products. I will elaborate on that in my next presentation in the Artist Hall after that presentation here. And that is all covered basically and managed from the Swiss headquarters. Global sales is very important to us because not only the German market is relevant, our industry is global. And one key fact why Laserworld and the Laserworld Group became so successful is that global approach, being a global player, not focusing on national markets. Because we saw that during the pandemic, that if you concentrate on a certain market and just are in that market, you may be successful as long as the economy is thriving, but as long as this is all under control, no problem. But as soon as a problem occurs in a certain area of the world, it is difficult. And a lot of companies in our industry, in the event industry, struggled. And due to the diversification we had in our company group, we were able to manage to overcome that hurdle of the pandemic, and also could keep all the staff on board and actually be stronger than ever after that big impact to the world economy. Another key factor for our success is the global network of distribution partners in all major markets. We have distribution partners all over the world in all major markets that take care of the local specialties of these markets. Many of them are amongst us today, so I'm really glad that you found your way here, because it is crucial for us to have you as our partners to help us grow, because we know we need your local knowledge of local markets, and we can then help you get our professional products and solutions into your ecosystems. We have the own sales offices in Manchester, Madrid, Buenos Aires, and Lublin. And This is from where we actually control the international sales and the distribution of our products. And this not only covers the Laserworld products now, because originally the whole infrastructure was built for Laserworld. But we've grown since, and having that global network, global infrastructure helps a lot with reaching our customers worldwide, also with new products of our portfolio, especially with products of laser animation, and also the new chapter that we just opened, TARM Professional Luminaires. So having that network is essential, and it's an essential part of our success. But we need to take a step back when we want to understand how the Laserworld Group gained so much leverage in the global laser market, laser show market, show laser market actually. You probably know these stories of companies like Apple or Microsoft that have been founded in garages somewhere, some people tinkering with technology and building stuff. This is a nice story, and this is also the history of many companies in our industry. When lasers were developed in 1960, it was an interesting thing for many people in our industry to actually tinker with the lasers, find out how you can use them for entertainment, how you can actually build laser systems that are suitable to be used for entertainment purposes. And all the main brands that started there had this background. They were technicians, brilliant people that knew about physics, about all these things, how to tinker, how to build lasers and all this. And this is how the brands became big. For example, we had TARM, laser animation, RTI, big brands, big names that actually grew from the passion of certain people for technology, for evolvement of technology and bringing in new technology into new markets. There was another garage, but there was no kind of technology in that garage. I mean, the general idea was there was technology because there was a passion for technology, but the tinkering didn't happen. The idea was more looking towards a market and seeing potential, having an economic approach towards the market. And this is basically how Laserworld started. The idea to not only look at the details of technical evolvement, but then rather have a more global look on things from a financial side, from a market side, from a marketing perspective, from a logistics perspective. And these things basically led to Laserworld going a different path at the beginning than most laser companies did. You may think, well, one way or the other way, which one is right? From a technical perspective, of course, you need to have the best product, and you need to improve that, and make the best possible thing. But the question is that what is required for the market? Is that what is required for each customer? Or is that a special thing that only a very small part of the customer group actually appreciates? Laserworld grew by providing solutions for specific customer groups, and also on the low end. So Laserworld grew from very cheap basic lasers because there was a huge target group that nobody from the professional side that had like really good laser systems actually catered for, because the systems were too expensive, too difficult to use, too complicated, everything was bulky, and the mass market wasn't able to use them. So Laserworld had a different approach to the market. So the whole company actually grew from small, not from the big shows, from the small lasers. And You always know afterwards what was the best approach. The approach could have failed, but obviously it hasn't. Let's see how we actually have had the historic approach to the company development. Laserworld by far is not as old as Laser Animation Solinger. Of course not, because we ourselves aren't as old. I mean, I was 3 years old when Laser Animation Solinger was founded. So you can imagine there is quite an age gap and also a gap in how I would actually approach the market nowadays. Also, technology was totally different in those days. But at 2002, H&W Veranstaltungstechnik, which is event technology, was founded in Germany by the owner of Laserworld, of the Laserworld Group, basically Martin Werner, together with another colleague. And they did mainly sound stuff and just entertainment technology. But then soon, that interest in technology turned into the first Laserworld named company, Laserworld EK. The funny thing is, in those days, internet was just upcoming, but somebody actually took laserworld.com as website. So at the beginning of Laserworld, we just had laserworld.tv as website, which was really a big problem because we couldn't get that leverage. That changed afterwards, but at the beginning it was a bit of a struggle for advertisement. But advertisement played an important role, like marketing in general, to grow Laserworld from the beginning. Laserworld Switzerland was founded in 2007 as an entity, as a Swiss AG, a Swiss company. And then soon afterwards, in 2009, the company headquarters in Lengwil were started. And this is also when I joined Laserworld. But I knew Laserworld before, and I worked with Laserworld before. In 2004, I did the first ProLight and Sound exhibition with Laserworld, with Martin in those days, Laserworld EK, and we did that together. Or it was even HW Veranstaltungstechnik in those days. We did that together, and that was quite interesting because it was a very young company, and our products were really wild. You will see that in a second. Sorry. In 2009, there was also a strategic partnership with Swissless. We started this partnership because we needed a solution for the more professional products. We just had like small products, cheap-end products for the mass market, but we didn't have any professional equipment, so we started a partnership to have laser modules to build more professional systems. And that was super successful actually for us. And that were the first pure light systems and all this. And we basically made our first steps with partnerships, with contract partnerships, with brands that are established to work together with them and build a leverage in the market from this. In 2011, we started the Laserworld Academy as education branch for laser education, especially for the laser safety education, because we saw that there is a huge demand for this due to changes in legal frameworks and requirements for laser safety officers, especially in Germany in those days, but that has evolved a lot over the past years to a global Laserworld Academy doing educational trainings all over the world. In 2011, another important thing happened, and that is the Ray Technologies GmbH joining the Laserworld Group. That was one of the milestones, one of the more important milestones for Laserworld, because it actually started that group thing, because we had more companies coming to the Laserworld AG. And that was also the foundation for us to actually get into the market with top-end products, because now we had access to products and develop products and establish products with a brand that cater for the top-end market for the projects. So we had like really strong lasers, really good lasers, OPSL technology and all this. This just came with Ray Technologies in 2011. In 2013, as we now knew how to deal with companies and contracts and all this, we became a bit more confident and started a collaboration with Tarmed Laser Technologies. And we made a strategic partnership, first selling optical benches, laser optical benches, but then soon including Tarm a bit more to the Laserworld Group. 2018 was also a very important year for us because we started to integrate our universal mainboard, intelligent mainboard, to most of our laser systems as standard mainboard. This actually paved the way for many more developments on the software side, on technological developments that led us further to integrations with bigger projects and all this. And this is where we're still building on and where we're still improving products and basically networks and APIs and all these things. So that all builds on that main key point in 2018. 2019, we then launched the Show Controller Professional Laser Control Software as an own software solution together with that intelligent laser mainboard. This was important because we learned that we need reliable own solutions in the software world to make sure that our customers have a good experience with the product in conjunction with that software. And we wanted to have a rather open system with the ShowNet mainboard to not lock people in. And that is what we achieved with the Show Controller software. In 2021, we started a strategic partnership. I won't name what it is about, but we have strategic partners for productions, not for productions, but for production, for manufacturing of laser systems, of parts of laser systems across Europe. And these partners, we founded a strategic partnership, production partnership with that still is going strong, and we definitely have huge advantages with this because we can cover high volume production and much higher production volumes actually in terms of quantity of products that we can produce at the same time. In 2022, Laser Animation Solinger joined the Laserworld Group. This was an important step for the group itself, but also for laser animation, because Michael Solinger, at a certain point, needed to find a way how to retire in a way that his heritage can continue. Because obviously, if you build a company for 40 years, this is a heritage you don't want to just trash with not having somebody taking over that company and actually building it further and taking on the brand further. So we already knew Michael for many years, and we always had a friendly relationship with him. So it was, a consequence actually of that he decided to go that way. And this is great for him and for us, because now he can focus on what he really likes. And he's still with the company, he's still doing stuff, and he's still tinkering, and this is what he likes. Playing with lasers, doing new projects, developing stuff. He's really big in developing. You will see that later. You will see some developments of his later in the further presentations and also in the course of tomorrow, because he will show us what he's working at and what the developments are. In 2024, we founded a new company with an existing brand. And the new company is Tarm AG. It's a Swiss company. And it is for Tarm Professional Luminaires, our new brand that we founded and started as the core brand for our new moving lights with laser sources. You will learn more in the course of the day. There will be a special dedicated presentation on this. This is something that will be a new endeavor for us. And we as a group will then focus on these things more, and you will find many new products upcoming from that part of the company group as well. Now, I spoke about the company and the transformation of the company, but not only the company has transformed, but our products have too. At the beginning, as I said, Laserworld, that was like a bit of a funny company at the beginning because it was so many young people, nearly still kids. I mean, I was really young and I looked even younger in those days. And we were just playing with lasers, and we were ridiculed by these experienced people because we had products like this. And yeah, you know, if you have a company that manufactures like high professional gear, like, you know, having these like big scanning systems now, super new scanning stuff and really accurate and all this, and then there is people selling this, well, of course, they get laughed at. But this was the past. And we addressed a market that nobody else addressed in those days. It's not like today where there's a global market that you can easily access and buy products from everywhere in the world. That wasn't the case in those days. And with having had this, we could achieve this. Without this, we wouldn't be here. So sometimes you need to deviate a bit, or you need to find a way that is probably not the one you would expect that is successful. And for us, it was quite a journey. But thinking back to 2009, I mean, that's 16 years. That's not too long, actually. And the evolvement was massive. So what was part of the success? Actually, we always made sure that there is no internal conflicts with the product range. So during the growth, we always made sure there is no overlap in the products. So we made specific products for specific target groups. For us, the customer was always in the focus. So a product was not developed because it was a nice product and we thought it was like super cool to have that product. It was always on purpose for a certain target group, certain customers. And this is what we still maintain today. So we try to not have duplicate products. Each product has a reason. For example, we have 3 different products with 10 watt power in our product range, ranging from, let's say, 1,000 euro to 25,000 euro. But there's a reason for each of these products, and there's a market for each of these products. We will talk in the next presentation about that. You will find that presentation in the Artists Hall after this one, and I will elaborate a bit on this, why this is the case. The laser light show industry, the laser industry in our industry actually changed a lot over the past years. And this is the transformation process that is not linked to Laserworld specifically, but that is a general change that we saw. Initially, the companies were one-stop companies and brands. And now we have specialized companies. We have specialized laser manufacturers. We have specialized software manufacturers, we have specialized people that make laser shows, we have people that are specialized in making content for laser shows, show programmers. We have production companies that actually deal with laser shows from a different perspective. And this all together wasn't there at the beginning. So this is something that completely developed over the years. And Laserworld was prepared to actually cater for this demand because we already specialized from the beginning to just manufacturing laser systems. For Laserworld, we do the laser systems. We manufacture the laser systems. We don't do laser shows, but we cater for the needs of our customers. That's very important. We try to be the enabler that you can be successful. So we provide solutions for laser safety, laser show design. If you need something, we have the contacts. We can help you get going. We don't do it ourselves, but we know how to do it. Laser dry hire. We have a pool of people, pool of groups that we can actually access to provide dry hire solutions. Laser training, multimedia project contracting, we have these contacts. We know how to get things going. We have our network, and this is actually what we built over the years. It's the laser as the core product, and everything evolves around it. And we try to be your partners for this. We don't do laser shows ourselves or any laser productions. That's not our business, because that is your business. And we don't want to take your business from you. We are the ones that want to enable you, that you can succeed and that you can make good productions, good shows, good installations, good multimedia projects. That is what we want to do. This is an overview of the current brands that we carry in the Laserworld Group. Most of you probably came across one or the other, probably not all of them. But you see we have the main brands. We carry some software brands. And also that educational part. And that educational part grew a lot over the past years. We do lots of laser safety trainings in Germany. We do stuff in Switzerland where there's special requirements for laser safety. We are the only entity that is actually licensed for Switzerland to do all the different trainings that are available, including audience scanning. There is no other company allowed to do that training because they don't have any certification. So these things happen. We help in other countries to actually form the laser safety aspect into legal frameworks and standards to be at the trigger. We work with the standardization committees to make sure that the laser standards actually match with our requirements in the brand. So it's not only about us ourselves, we also want to be there for the industry. Just some facts and figures that always makes good on a presentation to basically finish the presentation. Currently, in more than 5 locations we have for development, production, and logistics in Europe. We currently have more than 70 employees in the core companies, and there is many more in those companies that work for us on the production side, that actually do the manufacturing in that manufacturing lines. And we have that big education center for laser safety education in Europe, and we play a significant role, especially in Germany, for laser safety education. There is one thing that is on the Laserworld side. That's why I want to give that information to you now, because I started up with Laserworld, and this is one important thing. It didn't make it to the big keynote later, but still it is one thing that I want to reveal today as news. So it's the first news of the day, basically, and that is the next generation of the show controller software that we have. There is a completely reworked graphical user interface to be expected. Show Controller Live will have global effects integrated. Individual DMX profiles per output channel can be triggered. And this will be the next release, which is upcoming mid of November and will be available then with even more features, because there will be an additional version. We currently have the standard version and the ultra version of the software, the plus version, and there will be an ultra version available. And this ultra version actually closes the gap between Laserworld and the rest of the group in terms of connectivity, because that is super important, that all the systems in our ecosystem can play together. And what we're going to have in there is the AIF file format, import and export. So this is the file format that is used in the laser animation Solinger mainboard and handling of laser show data. We will have AVB output from the system, so you can actually get AVB from Show Controller directly into your laser animation systems and do shows, do live control, do shows directly from Show Controller. There will be a native built-in of ILD render integration, so you have access to Blender, Adobe Illustrator, and Adobe After Effects to directly import graphics and content into Show Controller to use it for your shows. And there will be distributed scanning to automatically split up projection to different scanners for one image display. Also, we will increase the output channels to 30 output channels on the Show Controller Ultra version, so you can use up to 30 output channels with the software. So far, for the first news of the day. We'll continue very soon. Thank you so far for listening and for joining my presentation here. And next presentation in this room will be AVB and network infrastructure. We'll start in about 15 minutes. What is that? Latest trends. I'm sorry. It's the latest trends that we see. So that will be something from laser animation, specifically new technology. There will also be a revelation, new thing that you will see in that presentation. And Richard and Moritz will guide you through this. We start at 3. So there is a little break for you to get some beverages and probably some food. I think there is food outside already. And thank you very much.